Hello guys, today's video is titled Taking Advantage of Your Advantages. Each and every person has an advantage, and those that are able to make it are those that discover their advantage and market it. Okay, so basically your advantage could be a skill, it could be spiritual, it could be academic, it could be economical, it could be social. Okay, so basically you have to identify your advantage and begin positioning yourself. Today I'm going to share 5 steps, or rather 4 steps, that will enable you use your advantage to your advantage. Now this is not in the form of misusing people, like taking advantage of people, but using your advantage and use it as value to others and earn from it. So let me jump direct to the 4 steps that will enable you use your advantage to advantage. Number one, identify your strengths. Identify your strengths. Now, I've earlier mentioned that a strength could be a skill. What are you good at? Are you good at creating things from wood into something valuable? Is your skill talking? Is your skill ability to keep relationship? Is your skill taking care of your body, knowing how to dress? Is that your skill? So identify your strengths. Now there could be those that feel, well, I don't have strengths, I don't have whatever. You're only told weaknesses, but I believe there's no person who is like that. But if you're that person whom people just think of your weaknesses, or rather you don't know your strengths, then those same weaknesses, do the opposite of it, and that will do you good. So basically, if you're a drunkard, okay, if you're a drunkard, start teaching people how to reduce drunkenness and begin working on that as well. Okay, if you have challenges with grasping concepts, begin teaching people how to best learn something and start practicing it yourself. Now, how do you do so? That weakness, find the opposite of it. Start searching for content. Start searching for content. Start reading books that relate to that. Teach, but don't only teach, be the doer and start acting. By doing so, you'll be helping other people, and you'll be helping yourself. The concept of thinking that you can only help people when you yourself have changed is totally wrong, because that time will never come. Okay, that time will never come. Entrepreneurs start small, public speakers start small, even career pathways start small. You can't start just by being a manager. You first have to be an employee. So I always say, while you wait, in terms of content creation, what I say is, while you wait to be equipped with knowledge before you share and become an expert, others are sharing content on their way to being experts. Some only think I will only be able to share about marriage when I get married. Well, that is true, but do you know when that will be? Gain momentum now. When you get married, you can start teaching why you're not married. When you get married, momentum will be higher. The momentum will not only be higher, it means that by the time you get married, you have so much knowledge of how to keep it. So you're not only helping others, you're also helping yourself, because you've learned what you can apply. The challenge comes in if you're not applying the things you teach, or the things you share, or the things that you think people have to value. If you yourself don't value it, then that is the problem. But the ability to wait until you feel like I'm now capable never comes. Start small and develop yourself until you become that person for whom that thing will work. So yeah, I hope that was gotten. Number two, strategic positioning. Strategic positioning. Now, even as I'm talking, you can really tell that my concepts are always driving to public speaking. They are always driving to content creation. You can tell that basically that is one thing I really respect, and it is one thing that I feel can position you. So strategic position. How do you position yourself? How do you position yourself? Start sharing. Start, if you dress well, start sharing how to dress, because that is the only way people know you. Okay. I've always said a business is not always physical. There are people making way more than what employees make just online. There are people making more money, way more than what physical businesses are making just online. So strategic positioning, position yourself online. Keep adding value, and the intention should not be to make money. The intention should not be to make money. Pursue value first, then money will come, because people buy value. It's very difficult to earn trust. That is why people who are successful now have put in work years, not just 2 years, years before they could earn value from people. And when you earn value, I tell you, you shall never be broke. So that's why I advise fellow youths who are watching this to start creating content. Start something. Be visible. Not always you are praising people who are doing great. You are busy praising them, but you are not applying what they do. Rather than watch, apply, so that you are also watched. I said to myself, I'm tired of watching people succeed in content creation. I'm tired. People are making money out of what I watch. Why can't they watch me as well? Now, it is not bad to see others succeed. It is very important, because if you succeed, also succeed in a way. Because if a number of us succeeded, it means you can afford my products. And this is what Dumisan Dinga Mangarin Nove, also known as Radical Entrepreneur, has really emphasized in Zambia. So basically, it's not jealousy, but there is a problem if you are always praising people when you are doing nothing. And this is the big story for another day. Because as I already indicated, I will start applying principles of the Bible and see how we have been misled. I'm not a trained religious leader, but the truth shall set you free. I urge you today, start reading the Bible and apply, and you'll be shocked of how much content the Bible has. Number 3, continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Personal development is a word that has never come out of my mouth. I always preach public speaking, personal development. Even what you feel you know, there's something you can know. If you feel you know how to dress, you can learn more and improve that. Most of us reject knowledge because we feel we know. No one can tell us anything. We feel we're experts. That's why it's very important to have the power of active listening. Even if you know, get sense out of the nonsense. So continuous improvement. That skill you know, you could be good at making beats, you could be good at singing. I tell you, be in an environment where there are a lot of singers and you find that there's a lot you don't know. So continuous improvement is very important, which is personal development. Read. Watch. Not just watching irrelevant things. Watch things that amplify your strength. So let me repeat the three. Identify your strength, strategic positioning, continuous improvement, and last three, networking, which is also in relation to personal development, but networking is going in an environment, attend seminars that will give you strength towards that advantage you have. So attend seminars, which is very important because it enables you share common things with people that have similar things with you. And it's funny that in most African countries, people do not want to visit personal development seminars. They would rather go to fun stuff, entertainment, in the name of I like amusement. I like amusement and other things. Yeah. So it's very important that we take this thing seriously. Take advantage of your advantage. People that are successful took advantage of their advantage. Okay. So I leave you with one thing now. Start searching for what you are good at. Start searching for what you are good at. When you search it, position yourself. Thirdly, improve that thing. Then lastly, network. Let me add the fifth one. Then market and sell, which is very important because there's no way. How are you taking advantage if it is not making you money? Which is very important. So yeah, this is very important, and I thought I should share it today so that those that are watching are able to apply this as well. I realized, I think some 2 years ago, or I think some 1 year ago, that I really love public speaking. I loved it ever since I was young, in grade 7. I used to do debates, but I then stopped and buried it. Not until I started watching a lot of public speakers and that zeal came, and I just love to speak. And it's funny that even in my circle, sometimes when I begin to speak, people listen, and it has earned me a lot of trust from people. So I thought, why not market it on YouTube? Okay, so this is why I begin sharing content. And I've set a target that my intention is not to make profit. If your life is moved by what I speak, that is enough profit for me because I'm living in my creative space. So I set my target 10 years, 5 years, whenever. If YouTube doesn't market me, I don't care. But if your life is moved, then I am moved. This is the message from Madiba Mwirudumbwe, and I wish you a good day and prosperous life ahead. See you on the top. Bye-bye.